Welcome back, my friends. The news today is that Starbucks revenue missed estimates as same-store sales declined for second straight quarter. Starbucks' quarterly earnings met expectations, but the company's revenue fell short of Wall Street's estimates. In China, same-store sales dropped 14%. The coffee reiterated its outlook after it slashed it last quarter, predicting that its sales slump would not end anytime soon. The U.S. market mirrored this trend with a similar 2% decline in comparable store sales, partially offset by a 4% increase in the average ticket. International comparable sales dipped 7% due to a 4% drop in the average ticket and a 3% fall in transactions. In China, the company's comparable store sales declined 14%, with both average ticket and transactions declining by 7%. Despite the downturn in sales, Starbucks expanded its global presence by opening 526 net new stores in the third quarter of 2024, bringing the total count to 39,477 stores, of which 52% are company-operated and 48% are licensed. With 15,730 stores in the U.S. and 7,306 in China, the two countries remain its largest markets, together accounting for 61% of its total store portfolio. But before we get into all of that, I would like to thank everyone who views my videos. If you would like to support the channel, please see the link to buy me a coffee in the video description below. And please hit the like button and leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos when they are released. Starbucks on Tuesday reported quarterly revenue that missed analysts' expectations, as both its U.S. and international cafes faced weaker demand. Still, the results weren't as bad as investors feared. Shares of the company rose more than 5% in extended trading. Here is what the company reported compared to what Wall Street was expecting, based on a survey of analysts by LSEG. Earnings per share, 93 cents adjusted versus 93 cents expected. Revenue, $911 billion versus $924 billion expected. The coffee giant reported fiscal third quarter net income attributable to the company of $105 billion or 93 cents per share, down from $114 billion or 99 cents per share a year earlier. Excluding items, Starbucks earned 93 cents per share. Net sales dropped 1% to $911 billion. The company's same-store sales fell 3% in the quarter, fueled by a 5% decline in transactions. Traffic to its U.S. stores fell again this quarter, dropping 6%. Domestic same-store sales fell 2%, boosted by an increase in average ticket. Last quarter, executives discussed plans to revive the lagging U.S. business that included leaning on discounts and new drinks to bring back customers who had abandoned the chain. CEO Laxman Narasimhan said on Tuesday that more shoppers are buying its packaged coffee at grocery stores, but a challenging consumer environment is weighing on sales at its cafes. Still, the company sees green shoots in the U.S. business already, like the success of new products. Its Summerberry Refreshers drinks with boba-inspired pearls broke the company's record for a week one product launch. Next quarter will also bring the return of its pumpkin spice drinks, a perennial favorite since its launch more than 2 decades ago. The company now allows customers to order via its mobile app and pay without joining its rewards program. Improvements to its app also mean that it's more accurate at predicting when an order will be ready, lowering customer complaints. In a letter posted on LinkedIn after last quarter's gloomy report, former CEO Howard Schultz said the company needed to fix the mobile app experience to win back customers. Schultz isn't the only investor upset with Starbucks' performance lately. Activist hedge fund Elliott Management has accrued a stake in Starbucks. Narasimhan acknowledged that the firm is a shareholder in Starbucks and said conversations so far have been constructive. Outside of North America, same-store sales slid 7%. In China, Starbucks' second-largest market, same-store sales tumbled 14% as both average ticket and transactions shrank. Starbucks has faced stiffer competition in China from local coffee shops that undercut the coffee giant on price. But there are encouraging signs in the country too. Average daily transactions and weekly sales in China have improved sequentially quarter over quarter, according to Narasimhan. The company is in the early stages of exploring strategic partnerships to accelerate its growth in China, Narasimhan said. It's unclear what kind of shape that partnership could take. Starbucks opened 526 net new stores in the fiscal quarter. The company reiterated the outlook it provided last quarter. The company projects revenue growth of a low single-digit percentage and earnings per share growth in a range of flat to a low single-digit percentage. Starbucks sales have been declining due to several factors. First, consumers are fatigued by years of inflation and high borrowing costs, impacting their discretionary spending patterns globally. Second, Starbucks has struggled to adapt to the post-pandemic economy. Additionally, controversy tied to its alleged corporate stance regarding the Israel-Hamas war has contributed to the decline. Furthermore, budget-conscious consumers have become more careful about their spending, affecting guest traffic. Severe weather in the United States at the start of the year also negatively impacted sales as more consumers stayed home. These combined factors have led to a 3% decline in same-store sales and a 5% drop in transactions for the coffee giant. Starbucks has been grappling with declining sales due to several factors. In the most recent quarter, its same-store sales fell 3%, driven by a 5% decline in transactions. Here are some actions Starbucks has taken to address this challenge. Reinvention Plan. Starbucks has implemented a reinvention plan to revive its lagging U.S. business. This plan includes leveraging discounts and introducing new drinks to attract customers who had abandoned the chain. Focus on average ticket. Despite the decline in transactions, Starbucks has managed to boost its domestic same-store sales by 2% through an increase in average ticket size. Global expansion. Starbucks continues to open new stores, with 526 net new stores added in the most recent fiscal quarter. Outlook for fiscal 2024. The company will discuss its outlook for fiscal 2024 in an upcoming conference call. Last quarter, Starbucks projected revenue growth of a low single-digit percentage and earnings per share growth in a range of flat to a low single-digit percentage. Despite these efforts, Starbucks faces stiffer competition in China from local coffee shops that undercut its prices. In China, Starbucks same-store sales tumbled 14% due to shrinking average ticket and transactions. The company is actively adapting to market dynamics to regain its momentum. But what do you think? Please hit the like button and leave us a comment below. We would love to hear from you. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos when they are released. Please share this video on social media. And before we end, a word from the sponsor of this video. Today's sponsor is ProWorldNet.com. ProWorldNet.com is a job website specifically dedicated to licensed professions. Doctors, including any type of specialty. Nurses, and that includes all grades of nurses. Lawyers, regardless of area of legal focus. Teachers and professors, from kindergarten through graduate school, as well as any kind of job that requires a government license or certification. And ProWorldNet.com also includes short-term gig-type jobs as well. So be sure to check out ProWorldNet.com if you are looking for a job or an employee. Thank you for watching.